Hey guys, welcome to this week's OMG Tuesday. I am really excited to put this to the test in an OMG. We are finally going to be trying out the Infallible Total Cover. You guys know I was on a mission to find this. I feel like I went to 15 different drugstores until I finally found a display. I grabbed every single color, so I am going to be swatching all the colors for you guys. What is different about this Infallible product as opposed to the Pro Matte or the Pro Glow is that this has a natural finish, which is somewhere right in the middle, but also it is extreme, full, complete coverage. When you look at the display, you actually see them showing the foundation covering up tattoos. It's supposed to be absolutely flawless and full coverage. The fact that this says it's a 24-hour wear really excites me. We're gonna do check-ins. I'm gonna wear this as long as I possibly can and see if it breaks apart, if it starts fading and being uneven. We'll see about that. I am just like ready to crack into this and feel the texture. I do have two of the new sponges that they just released as well that are on that same display. This one is designed to put on your foundation and has curves so you can kind of go around the nose. You can really blend evenly. I don't know that I love the shape of this. You guys know I love my beauty blender more than anything, and I've tried every single dupe imaginable, and I always go back to the beauty blender because I find that a lot of the dupes are just too firm. This is actually very squishy and very similar in texture and feel to the beauty blender. It's just a very different shape. And then I do have the one that is targeted for concealer, so I'm going to show you how this works as well. They did come out with a third one, which is this neon yellow guy right here. These are like highlighter colors. I mean, seriously, I feel like these need to be like a little pack of highlighters. So this very neon yellow one right here is meant to blend in contour, but I am not using cream contour today, so I'm going to skip out on this one. We're just going to play with these two. Something that I noticed right away, they expand a ton. Like, I know that all sponges, when you add water, expand, like no duh, but more so than the beauty blender, like these were just like they grow a lot. They also have a lot of dye on them. So I was wringing this one out and little like blue droplets were everywhere, which I'm not such a big fan of. It kind of left a little bit of a green tinge on my fingers. Just be careful when you are cleaning these sponges. The dye that they use to make it these bright colors does come off a little bit. I like how there is a point to the applicator, like there's a nice point so you can get just a tiny bit out. Dang, if I'm shade 302, I need to like start using my self tanners again. Wow, Tati. Okay, let's see if we can go just maybe a tiny step down. This is number 303. It's a little bit warmer, still blends right in. Let's go to 304. Yeah, we're gonna go with shade 303. I'm gonna just use my palette. I always do that. You don't have to have a glass palette. You can use a plate, just any kind of flat thing that you can use to grab product on your sponge. I find that that works really well. All right, let's see if we can get some major full coverage out of this product. Holy F, what? This is actually a really nice color. I really like it. And I cannot believe that this is so incredibly full coverage. It does not feel like a natural finish to me though. This feels very matte. I don't know, we'll have to wait and see if it warms up or anything, but it feels pretty matte. It is a lightweight texture, which is something they say right on the bottle. That is very true. It's very whipped almost. You guys know what I'm gonna do already. I'm sure of it. I'm gonna take my Artiste brush and use this on the other half of my face just to see if there's a difference in application. I don't know that I'm crazy about that sponge. All right, maybe I am crazy about that sponge. This feels like it's not applying it as full coverage for some weird unknown reason. Yeah, I like the sponge better. Okay, so I already have really strong thoughts on this foundation. One, if I look into a mirror super close up, it does grab at dry patches. You have officially been warned. I have a few dry patches right on my lips, like some weird, what in the hell? A little bit of dryness right here that is exaggerated, and it didn't want to blend as evenly as I would have liked on my forehead. So this is kind of a love-hate thing right now. I feel like this is the kind of foundation you want to use before you use eye makeup or brow stuff because you want to make sure everything from top to bottom is completely blended everywhere so that you are looking even, because there is a little bit of space right here where my eyebrow is, and I've tried to blend using an artiste brush, like a really tiny one, going in and taking product and getting it in here. The problem is once this foundation dries down, it is like locked in. That's why it's going to wear for 24 hours, but you really have to apply it quickly, and it has to be distributed evenly everywhere the way you need it to look. You can't just like pat, 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 pat on the forehead, have all of that dry, and then go in and expect to be able to perfect, add, and blend in other areas. So that's a bummer, because right now that is really driving me insane. But I can see how this is a very, very beautiful long wear formula. It already feels really firm, tight, like it's just really gonna hold and not move around too much. I can feel that on my skin. It feels really, really nice. It's not as full coverage as they say on the display as far as it covering a tattoo, because clearly this guy up here is still poking through a little bit. I can use a little bit of my Kryolan Dermacolor and cover that up really quickly, but so it's not a big problem. But just to let you know, it's not going to completely mask and cover everything. But that being said, it is very, very full coverage. It did get rid of most of my pigmentation. It did even me out really nicely. Now let's move on to a little bit of concealer. I'm going to take my Tarte Shape Tape, and I have been mixing my age rewind with it. So I'm going to put this under the eye, and then we'll take this little blue sponge and see if it's anything magical for the under eye area. And the reason that I'm using both of these is just for color. I just kind of feel like I'm in kind of an in-between type of a moment right now. That's actually really nice. I like how this is flat right here. To blend in concealer, that's really not bad. I like it. Okay, I'm gonna set this with powder. I'm going to put on some blush, bronzer, lashes, lipstick, and I will be right back. I'm having the biggest love-hate that I have ever had with this foundation. There are so many things that I love about it and love the way that it looks. Like from this distance, you looking at me through the camera, probably it looks really good. But if you were to see me zoomed in super up close, you would see the areas that aren't blended the way that I would like them blended. Now, I have hope for this because I did down the neck want to take the foundation a little bit, because I noticed it was a little bit patchy over here and I was trying to blend, but because it had already set, it was really difficult to blend more on top of what was already set. That's like the tough part of this product. But I did take one drop of my very favorite oil to mix into foundation, and I blended it down the neck, and it blended so beautifully. So I feel like the next time I use this, I am going to use that foundation technique where you take any type of a beauty oil, one drop, mix it in with the foundation, and everything just glides on the skin. So I have hope that this will work out for me in the future, but right now, today, there are areas that I'm like, dang it, why didn't it blend? Why is it patchy here? Why is it grabbing onto dry spots over in this area? The other thing that you need to know about this product is it's probably a really good idea to exfoliate before you use it, because it will cling on to any dead skin, dry patches. It's not forgiving the way, say, the Hourglass Vanish foundation stick is. That one's full coverage, but for some reason it does not grab or cling onto any of those areas. Also, I have to say, as far as it being a natural finish, I don't think so. It's not at all. It is totally matte. I didn't even need to use powder on top of this, and I like piled on the highlighter. I feel like it's looking really, really matte still, which I love. I don't have a problem with that. It's just that the bottle itself says, there's like a little grid and it says matte, radiant, and then in the middle it says natural, and that's like the little area that's filled in. Those are kind of my initial thoughts right now. I like how it feels on the skin. I like how even my skin looks, and I actually like that it looks really matte and it feels like it's going to wear for a really long time. But trying it out for the first time, there are things that I would have done differently, and that's kind of what these videos are about. I'm sharing with you my experience as a first-time user of the product and where I would kind of tweak things and make them better. So that being said, I'm going to go do my day. I am going to take you along with me. I'm going to vlog a little. I'll zoom you guys in so you can see the areas that I'm talking about. And then we'll also just check in with how long this foundation actually wears. All right, so I will see you guys in a little bit. All right, guys, it's been a couple of hours. I really enjoy this makeup. It was so hard to blend, and I know that I can make this look even better now that I know how the product dries down and everything. But My skin is not getting shiny at all. It's not breaking apart. It's not oxidizing. There are areas where my dry skin is like kind of not doing the greatest, that I wish it would, you know, not be an issue. I told you guys I was gonna show you in natural light. Can you see that weird area that didn't want to blend? That's kind of making me crazy, but overall, when I look in the mirror, I'm just like, oh, flawless, full coverage. What?
I think you look gorgeous.
What?
You really,
Thank
no. You look
Thank
so
you.
pretty.
I'm not wearing eyelashes.
I love it when you don't wear lashes.
Oh, thanks. That's so sweet. But I love lashes, so
I know.
Anyway, it looks like it's brand freaking new. And it has been a few hours. We're out and about running a couple of errands, and then I'm just planning on editing tonight. But I'm gonna do check-ins until I wash my face off, and we will see if
You're gonna wash your face off?
This is, in fact, a super long-wearing product. All right, so far so good. So we are still out and about. James has gone to gather coffee because I am a coffee addict. This is true. Whenever I edit, I'm like, you know what, I need another Starbucks. So it's gonna be a long night of editing for me, and I needed to caffeine up. So yeah, I'll also show you. This is really cute. The Starbucks that we're at is right over by Bob's Big Boy. I just think it's the cutest little diner. Really random, not important. The makeup it's only been like another 45 minutes, but it's still going strong, in case you were curious. I'm liking the whole look today. I'm actually embracing the whole like no lashes thing, which is really unusual for me. But I had so much glue on my lash line that I was like, you know what, girl, you need to take a break. Just calm down on the lashes. So that's what happened with that. And yeah, I'm liking this foundation. And I have to say, it also is one of those foundations that feels good. Like it feels really just nice on my skin. I like it. All right, I'll check back in with you guys in a little bit. All right, you guys, so it is 10:30 in the evening. I am getting closer to wanting to wash my face, but I wanted to hop on and share with you that I have not had to powder or touch up or anything. This foundation held up so freaking beautifully. I'm really excited to use it again, but I will exfoliate my skin first and I will blend like a mad woman to make sure that everything sets really perfectly. And I will also add a drop of oil to the foundation just so it has a little more of a glide, which I like. But I mean, look at this. It's freaking beautiful. And it is 10:30 at night. I cannot take that. I love it. I feel like I would love it 100% more if I knew for sure that it would work better. So I'm gonna have to keep you guys updated on this. If this was like as good as it got, then I would say this is like, it's okay. I wouldn't be giving it like the, oh wow, review, but I have hope that I can get it to, oh wow. And I think it's gonna be a favorite, like long term, because I like that it has lasted all day. All right, so that's a check-in for now, and let's hop to arm swatches because I did purchase every single color that they sold. I got the full collection because in the drugstores, they do not have testers, which is why I like to make it my mission to buy all the shades so that I can show you guys in my videos what there is out there in the color range. So let's skip to a clip of that right now. I am in front of like the bright light to show you that this is still really even. And yes, I have a little shine bouncing off of me, but that's from the light. And really when I'm looking just in the mirror, this is a pretty solid, just long wearing foundation. It's about midnight. I'm gonna wash my face. I feel a little tired, but I wanted to wear this as long as I possibly could. I really like it. Aside from the blending issue, let me know in the comments, would that make you not buy a product, or does the fact that it kind of sticks to your skin and is really locked in and long wearing appeal to you, where you're like, well, I'll just blend faster? Because that's kind of where I'm at. I'll just blend faster. Didn't like the sponge. I prefer my beauty blender. This little guy for concealer I will continue to use, and then this one right here, I'll let you guys know how it works out. This is for contour. And that's about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I think there are more good things about this foundation than bad, and I'm excited to play around with it some more. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. I love you all, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Mwah.